I could locally record this. Nah, not necessarily. You can simply do the... It's kind of sad to hear you write the name on the wall of fame, but not seeing it. Yeah, sorry. We've been trying this thing for YouTube where we don't have things like the webcam on the screen, and trying to see if that improves the viewing experience for YouTube. Now, so far I have not heard too much about it, so I've been asking people in the comment section to leave a comment on whether or not this improves the viewing experience, but so far they haven't really been saying anything about it, really. So we may change back soon, you know, with the donation goal and all that back on the screen. It does lose a bit of the community vibe, and I don't like that. I thought maybe it improves viewing, but you know, we'll see. Anyway, for now. 1, 2, 3. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am the Dutchman, and this is the restart of the Community Challenge, now with 100% more updates and 100% fewer issues. Now, not all of the recent updates are currently in the Community Challenge. Namely, you will still see the old planets here, you will see the atmosphere particles still in effect, you will still see the old shaders. There are currently new shaders in effect, but we still have to make maps around them to fully to use them optimally. And as such, I didn't quite want to use them just yet, since it really shows them in a bad light. There's good things and there's bad things about the new shaders. Most of the bad things can be accounted for with map lighting, and as such, I didn't just want to throw that in there without refining it. You know, I don't quite like the half-work style of thing. Something you will see here is the new laser and turbo laser projectiles. Tried something new based on the Battlefront 2 space combat. Lasers basically for starfighters, and later I thought, you know, let's try to add them to turbo lasers as well. So now they're more of a teardrop-shaped thing. It's still subject to change later on. I plan to redo the turbo lasers regardless. So you will see that change sometime soon. The gameplay overhaul has fully concluded. We are now completely done with it, except for some graphic things like making new ion cannon particles and all that. Yeah. Again, most of those changes are not in this build right now. But they are completely finished, so to say. After a couple of, weeks of really a lot of coding, we finished it, and we wrapped it, and I must say, I'm quite happy with the result. It plays fairly well, actually. It has really slowed down combat, which was the intention of the whole change, and so far it plays well. So, we'll be going into a half-baked version of that, so to say, with the Community Challenge. Let's see. We also fixed the AI problem, so all of that should be solved. And we are going to be playing Empire, of course, and I think Medium. Medium will do with the fixed AI. We are going to start on Tech 2, however. Should we start on Tech 1? I mean, we have very limited build options on Tech 1. I think we need to start at Tech 2. We did have a good start last time around, but we gotta remember that was because the AI was not as aggressive as they should be. Now, this is also, of course, being recorded on Twitch, so you will occasionally see me interact with chat a little bit. Oh, and again, for the people on YouTube, we have been trying out a new system of video making. It basically involves not having things like the webcam up, not having the donation goal up, and we were trying to see if that increases the enjoyment of the viewing experience. However, so far we've not heard too much about it in the YouTube comments. If you do like this style of video more without the webcam and all that, then let me know in the comment section below, so that I know what you guys like more. Anyway, this is the same message as the last time. Basically, briefly introduces you to the updated systems in the Remake mod, such as the freighters and the gas trading, units and technology, of course. How you have to capture different planets to increase your rust. Alright, so I have this feeling. I have this sneaking suspicion that this is not supposed to be here. Let's do that again on the one planet start, shall we? We are very professional here. Alright, let's do that again. let's do that again. Alright. Here we go. Now, it is also absolutely smoldering hot right now. Which is fine. Rogue Coalition? I still don't know what any of these things are. Alright, time for selling all these units that we can't use. It'll only give us a little bit of additional cash, not that much. Alright, we need a gas trading depot. We will need a level 3 station, but first we need a few units. Now, of course, we're not going to use the heroes for anything but ground assault, since that would be cheating. For those of you who are not familiar with the community challenge, it basically means I cannot use any of the units aside from the ones that Patreon supporters have picked for this challenge. Now, alright, Daniel Akron. Coming in. 35 bucks right off the rip. This is what I like to see. Arcadia is reporting for duty. Hope we can wreck those rebel scum and they don't give up like last time. Oh, they will be giving up once they see the Arcadia. That ship is so OP. The Arcadia, of course, is Daniel Akron's personal ship, and it's quite OP. It is quite OP. He is one of the Patreon supporters that got to pick a vessel, and his is the Arcadia. Now, you will soon see here that the filters have been fixed. Units now properly unlock with the filters, unlike last time where a lot of the higher end units were actually locked. Alright, now we have that done. Alright, let's get our three Tardans back. We want the Dakka boat, the Grundle hammer, and the Rampart. Now we also get this one CR90, which is going to be quite useful. Speedy Gonzalez. PT 109. The wrench. This is going to be a very useful one, since this is the only ship with repairability. Which means we really have to keep this guy alive. Oh, and of course the missile jamming. I would love some missile jamming. The Leku and Oregon are going to hopefully lead the way. Oh, we are also going to need some probe droids. Let's make sure Coruscant is secure. We wanna keep that on lockdown. Of course, the turbo lasers on Coruscant are exceptionally powerful, since you get so many of them. It's actually quite insane. And you get 2 free shield generators as well, which is also great. Coruscant is an excellent defensive position.
Beginning construction. Gunboat here, sir.
Since, as it turns out, money quite important to waging war. Can I get an updated file of the Arcadia on the next release? Yeah, sure.
Unit in production.
Let's wait for this. Let's then get the Oregon and the Leku, and then hopefully unlock some of our victories. Now, of course, there's something we have not done yet. And that is, we note down Mr. Acheron in the book. As you guys may know, the book has been officially filled. There is no more space in the book, which means we had to go get another one. This one has been dubbed the second tome of the Great War Council. And the first page is indeed already full. And so is the second one after I note down Mr. Acheron. So let's go do that. Daniel Akron. With his $35 contribution to the community. There it is. The first on the new book. Oh no, that honor has been bestowed on someone else. I'm so sorry, but that honor goes to Grundle himself. Of course. His namesake ship, the Grundle Hammer, is already constructed. That's Arden. But yeah, Grundle is the first. He came in with the 20 bucks right off the rip. The day we had the new book, I believe. He wanted to be the very first. Of course, the first book started and ended with Jan Voka. I mean, who else? There it is. Has been noted. Now, we have a small fleet here that we can do something with. However, we will need a few units before we can start expanding. Now, okay. They literally already have 3 planets. I'm afraid we are going to have to get a move on. Let's see. We need to set targets. We do not need Kua to unlock our start. At least I hope not. I don't think so. Ooh, oh, yes, we could get... Alright, Pizza Master and Heretic's Bane, you are up.
construction complete.
Alright, Acclimator, Dreadnought. I think we can do that. Ooh,
Tech upgrade in process.
4 minutes, we'll do it. Alright, what's waiting on BS? Yeah, it's not too much more. Nah, I mean, it's just like 3 Corvettes more. We should be fine. Once we have these long-range ships ready, we should be able to go wreck them. Now remember, these ships do not quite have the new firepower changes implemented yet, since some of the hardpoints did change quite substantially. And they are not necessarily compatible with the old versions of these ships. So, the recent changes of the last, like, maybe 3 or so weeks, maybe 4, will not be implemented in this build. But that's no problem, since it is still far more up-to-date. Oh, yes, Pizza Master, thank you. Alright, now we could go construct some victories. The Dodge this, the Old Destroyer, the New Dawn. But I think this is enough. Though, I mean, last time, Binary Sunset was exceptionally useful, and we should probably wait for this guy. Let's be honest. Alright, nah, we don't need that. We don't need that. All they have is... No, we don't need that. We are going in right after this, folks. It is time for some action. X Drake has resubscribed 3 months in a row. Welcome back, man. How are you doing? Pro Crusader is a beast in the new patch. I love it even more now. Yeah, the Pro Crusader is really powerful now. It is quite strong. Do you know what... Yes, I do in fact know what the word Grundle actually means. For the longest time, I did not, and I was saying his name willy-nilly on stream, having absolutely no idea what it meant. And I was, in fact, trolled to a substantial degree. And that's been the most successful troll I've ever found so far. It wasn't even intentional. It wasn't even intentional. When I eventually did find out, he was laughing quite hard. Let's just put it that way. All right, we are going to send the Pizza Master and the Heretic's Bane. It's gonna take me a bit of time to learn the names there. Heretic's Bane and the Pizza Master. We're going to send you guys forward, and we are going to send our very precious Corvettes not forward. In fact, we are going to be supporting them. That's what we're going to do. We also have no starfighters to scout. That's actually quite a substantial issue. I had not quite thought that one through. Maybe we should have waited for the other units. But, I mean, it's too late now. We are going in dry. June, when do we get better ground maps? No idea. We will have to see. The ground overhaul so far is leading on Patreon. There has been a public poll on Patreon. Anyone can vote in it. Which basically says which overhaul are we going to be doing next. We so far have filled out the ship rosters quite nicely, except for the Underworld, which has the hut units at the ready. You know what? Let's actually send you forward. I mean, you are a CR90, of course. One of the fastest units in the mod, which means you will easily be able to scout forward. What? Why is that going down? What? Oh, no, never mind. That was strange. See, that's what it should look like. The engine glow, that is. Alright, nothing here. Everything nice and quiet. I like it.
Your command.
Send these guys forward.
Weapons charged.
Same for you.
Coordinates received.
I was saying something, and I completely
Enemy
lost track.
forces ahead.
Oh, no. Alright, that's enough. That's enough. That's quite enough. Now, the only thing I don't quite like about the new turbo laser is that it's quite unclear what projectiles they fire. For example, this is a new dual turbo laser projectile, and it is quite... I don't know. They are fairly close together, of course. Since I make the turbo lasers as far spaced as the barrels. A lot of mods put them an arbitrary amount. Like you have a turbo laser firing from here and then one from here. And then it'll still be a single projectile. I quite like the slightly more realistic approach, but it also makes it a little more difficult to see.
Ready to run the blockade, sir.
Ooh, you think we can capture that?
Again.
We may be able to capture that. Hang on. Let's
Orders, sir.
let's be a little risky. Okay, we're not going to be able to capture that, but we may be able to capture that. Not sure if the CR90 is capable.
Awaiting your command.
The Tartans are.
Location confirmed.
Send them forward.
Frequency open. Ready for battle.
Alright, we should be in range to bomb them, I hope. We'll see. Oh yes, the ground overhaul. I was talking about that. No, that is most unfortunate.
Frigate
Alright, can we
responding
start
in.
bombing?
Launching attack.
Not quite.
Coming about.
We're gonna need a little bit more
Destination confirmed. We're on our way.
moving before that can happen. That's just firing at these. That's not that... Alright, we should be able to take that on.
Roger that. Frigate standing by. Direct fire at
Alright, let's go. Let's go hit up the... Let's just target the turbo lasers first, shall we? Yeah, let's I mean, we are targeting them. You can go on the engines. No, don't do that. No, 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 no. I need you guys alive. I need you guys for later. Don't die just yet.
Awaiting orders.
Don't die just yet, please. No, you can absolutely go deploy. We're not even really taking damage. I mean, the shields are holding so far. Oh, that guy's getting shredded. I like it. Oh dear, no, those are missiles. They're going to shred the Tartans. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm afraid it's the Grundlehammer itself. Shit. Okay, well, this is going to be a close call. I am not sure if it's going to live. I think. Oh no, that is the Grundlehammer. Oh shit. All right, well, it barely survived. No, no, not you, not you. I mean you. All right, you guys go hit that, I suppose. The fighters are not moving out to engage, which is very advantageous for us. You know what? I think, at least I hope we got this on lockdown. Their bombers are not, I mean, they don't really have bombers. Arc 170 at this point is more of a heavy fire support unit than anything.
Cruiser reporting.
So let's just, yeah, I mean, they're not going to break through that armor. All right, we should be fine here. Anyway, I was talking a bit about the overhaul. Since we now have the ship rosters nicely fleshed out, we have decided, or I have decided, to stop doing the ship builds on Patreon and instead start working on the next overhaul, whichever that may be. Now, there was a public poll on Patreon. Anyone can vote. Just go hop on there and we'll see who wins. About which overhaul to start next. There is the Starbase overhaul, which is quite substantial. There is, of course, the ground overhaul, which is also quite substantial. And, there was another one. Starbase, ground. There's not a major overhaul we were planning, but... How the hell am I blanking on this? I'm not sure, there was another one. Currently, the ground overhaul is very much in the lead, so to say. By a significant margin. It was not unexpected, but I figured, you know what, let's have the supporters pick what we do on stream. I was already thinking the ground overhaul might be the one to win that one, but still wanted to have the poll regardless. And yeah, right now it is looking like it is going to be the ground overhaul. Now that does involve new maps, however new maps are a bit of an issue in that maps take a lot of time to make. Alright, Starbase is now down, which means we can start bombing the remaining units. Apparently this guy is absolutely suicidal. That is the Dakka boat. The madman.
Confirmed. Awaiting orders.
Oh.
Attacking.
Go, 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 go. Get them. Is this already with the increased projectile speed? Yeah, this does include the new...
Enemies in range.
At least I think it does. There has been... Oh, no! Oh, shit, this is... No. Oh, I'm afraid that was... the Grundle... that's the... I'm so sorry, Grundle, but once more, in the very first video, your ship has... in fact, bitten the bull. I apologize.
I copy. Full speed.
I couldn't help it. He just fell into darkness. He fell to the dark side. Let's make that. That will be... Oh, right. Now I can make these. Now it's no longer getting fired at. Can I not hit the... Oh, yeah, right. Let's get these guys over here. All of you. Plus. Now, there are some changes here that are quite significant and important to point out. Mostly the change is the projectile speed change. There has been an increase of speed for starfighter lasers and corvette lasers, which is going to make dogfights a lot more decisive. Oh shit, there's still something left. Which is going to make dogfights a lot more decisive, and it's going to make corvettes a lot more effective as well. There are several other units which have been equipped with corvette lasers. I think one of them is the Nebulon B. I don't think this iteration has it, but the one in the next version will. We'll make it slightly more useful against... let's take out the...
fire on those torpedo tubes.
Torpedo tubes first. Now, this is with the slower gameplay, so you will be getting a taste of that.
Space station.
Apparently the missile launcher is not in range. The turbo lasers are, though. Flak cannons are not, which is fine. Mostly need the turbo lasers. Thankfully, those torpedoes can't fire. These guys apparently stopped moving. Oh man, that is a long... Can you maybe... Alright, I didn't include the new pathfinding stuff, did I? No. That's unfortunate. Alright, you know what? Let's just fast forward through that. Because ain't nobody can tell this.
Commander.
Alright, that guy is going to get absolutely shattered.
Yes, sir. Right away.
Let's see. A little bit in the chat. I removed vendors from the station garrisons. They already get the fleet, so if they need a vendor added, we can
Space station.
add it to the pirate fleets. I like that change quite a bit. Nico, of course, being the co-developer of the mod, and I am not reading chat enough. This is, of course, a long-standing tradition here on the live stream.
Moving out.
We are
Bam.
victorious.
Daniel Akron, by the way, for the Dark Souls 24-hour live stream, how much is missing? Let's see. How much are we currently missing? Let me quickly switch over to normal view. And actually quite a substantial amount. You know, I set up that goal for a 24-hour Dark Souls livestream thinking that that was going to be filled in no time flat. Turns out, maybe people just aren't that interested in watching me play Dark Souls. Alright, let's go capture ground. Now, we are going to use the heroes for ground combat. You and you. Since, of course, the ground overhaul has not yet started. Rather the full thing. Let's land Veers first. The Grundle ship is a pixel away from death. Yeah, sadly it fell. There was... Oh, right, we get dudes. Alright, let's go get the turrets. I have some special plans for the turrets. On the ground.
At your service.
To be fair, at this point I have most of the ground overhaul planned out.
Use your reinforcements.
Alright, for some reason he doesn't give any population capacity when he...
On my way.
At maximum unit
I should have landed Vegas.
I am ready.
I should have really landed Vegas.
turret constructing.
Yes. Heading out.
Turret constructing.
Can I assist you?
Alright, well, I mean, we have that as well. In that case, let's... Oh, okay.
What is your order? Acknowledge.
The order is...
To secondary position.
That is, in fact, the order. Let's see, do we have anything to do here? Human population is willing to help our cause. Help support their attacks against the enemy. And no special missions. Alright, these are. This is a feature that isn't used a lot. The whole flotation thing. Oh, that's interesting. You can actually go below the water mesh. Interesting.
Moving to position.
Ah, they're apparently capturing it. Let's go. Make sure that doesn't happen.
Located the enemy.
Charge. Scanning target. Moving. Let's roll. Moving to fire.
Alright, I forgot that powered weapons is not actually always a good thing. In fact, in a lot of cases, it's actually a bad thing. Is that an anti-vehicle? No, it's just a repair station. That's okay. Well, I mean, with that happening here, let's go capture these. Turrets, of course, very useful.
Ready. By my will.
I am assuming Palpatine is going to be able to do some damage on his own. This is going to be very different in the overall. Once one of these lasers would hit one of these infantry vehicles, one of these infantry guys, it is donezo.
Moving out.
They're dead. D-E-D dead. Well, Daniel, I thought you called off that
Where do
challenge.
you need me? Yes, sir.
No one commands me.
Alright, Palpatine is just going to... Don't do that, you fool! There was nothing there! Oh, Palpatine, you fool.
Approach me.
As you command.
Alright, let's get in there.
Support order acknowledged.
What? No way. How is he already down? Well, as it turns out, Palpatine really isn't as strong as he used to be, you know?
Ready.
Alright, let's try Vader. I should probably be a little more careful.
Turret constructing.
Sir, will do.
Still, though, I thought Palpatine... Well,
Yes, sir.
I mean, he did kind of just use his ability willy-nilly and then nothing happened.
Complete.
Engaging enemy.
Alright, okay, now that's becoming an issue.
Concentrating firepower.
Construction complete.
Well, there was quite a big lack of content this month. What are you talking about? We've been streaming quite a bit.
Construction complete.
Ready to go. Fire.
Awaiting
Okay, we
orders.
micro him away. Yeah, let's bring these guys in, actually. We now need them. These guys are also just standing there. Okay, good.
Affirmative.
Now we can bring these guys in.
Attack.
I mean, there's been more content on YouTube this month than there has been in forever.
Order acknowledged.
With all the Rogue Squadron stuff and such.
Yes, General. Destination is acknowledged. Always ready, sir.
At least in my opinion. Do you guys feel like the...
On my way.
Oh, right. Hi, deal. Do you guys feel the content has slowed down? If so, what kind of content would you like to see that you have so far been
Choose your
missing?
reinforcements.
Inputting
Alright, let's land all the
On my way.
ADSTs since they're pretty good.
Advancing.
I'm going to keep the scout troopers for now. I don't think we need them.
Yes.
Oh, right. Vader. I was like, alright, Darth Vader. Let's go use it.
Turret constructing.
I should probably capture that. I think Veers will be able to lead the charge here, though.
Reporting in.
Hopefully.
Affirmative.
Let's go
Reporting
kill
in.
that. Oh, alright. Let's...
Reporting in,
Apparently
sir.
we need our heavy
I am
units
on
here.
Eco ordnance. Heading out.
Turret constructing.
Kill that. There's also in the overhaul not going to be turret galore anymore. There sure are going to be turrets, but not enough to really mount a complete defense without any support. I don't quite like that system. Two weeks in a row there was no stream on Saturday. Well, there have been streams for the entire week. Not on Saturday though, you are right on that. Not sure if it's Saturday, but I haven't been streaming as much on the weekends. Maybe that is what the video is missing.
Enemy sighted.
Maybe we should start streaming more again.
Fire for maximum effect.
Oh shit. Let's get Veers after that, because that is not a good time for our vehicles.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Now, of course, Veers is a vehicle, but he will outrange the turrets.
Awaiting
And
orders.
these guys can just keep moving. Let's actually get these guys to
Copy.
defense
Enemy
stance.
spotted.
Alright, now that building is disabled. Veers can go concentrate his firepower on those guys. Really should make the focus point of the camera a little bit higher, isn't it? But normally it looks like this, so... It's not that... Oh, wait, it is. Okay, so I need to elevate the land camera slightly.
Copy.
Alright,
Coordinates
so
received.
Veers took care of that.
I copy.
Let's actually go try to capture this.
Reporting.
Before the enemy is completely oh my lord, they built everything full of turrets. Are these the... Oh, they're even filled with guys. Can we bomb? No, I should have updated the bombing list.
I copy.
I very
Scanning
much
area.
did not. Alright, I'm going to keep these guys away from here. As I said, I'm going to use Veers for this.
Turret constructing.
Alright, they're trying to...
Spread out, man.
Let's get the EDSTs.
Reporting. Scouting.
They're fairly
area.
decent against infantry.
Turret constructing.
Yes, Commander. Avoiding fire.
Construction complete.
Alright, now I don't quite know how barrage works in Forces of Corruption. I've always find it kind of weird. It does fire, but then everything gets hit. It's a little strange. And it seems to also target
Yes,
guys
Commander.
occasionally, but not always. Oh, that is something I hate. The new maps are also going to be a lot more flat, so you're going to have a lot less elevation like this. Which, I mean, let's be honest, the elevation is nice, but I also think it really causes some issues with the gameplay. Since units are not smart enough to really fire over hills and all that, so that's definitely something we need to change. Alright, Bias is a high-value planet, so let's go get our mining facilities ready.
Beginning construction.
Do we have the admirals already? No. Not yet, that is not in this version. The Academy has gotten a secondary purpose, by the way. You can now build, aside from fleet captains, you can also build admirals, which they're actually quite useful. Alright, so we still have a little bit of our base money left, but we are losing money quite quickly, so we should probably make a plan on what to do next. I mean, these planets are just lightly defended, which is why we are kind of expanding right here. I mean, holy fuck. Alright, turns out we need to go again. Like, now. I'm going to build you as a tank, and then I'm going to immediately move into annexes.
Tactical battle imminent.
Rebellion already has 5 planets, and I have 2. 3 even, if I'm wrong. Rip, old man. Okay. Well, if that's I thought I could make up for that by well, I mean the lack of streams,
Cruiser reporting.
by doing more
away.
content on YouTube. But if you guys
Gunship
prefer more
reporting.
streaming stuff, then
Batteries
obviously we'll be
online.
doing that more. Good
Your
to know. Though.
orders.
Rip Grundle.
Reporting. Frigate reporting. Nebulon B frigate here.
Go get these guys in here.
Weapons online. Location confirmed.
Oh my lord. Ladies and gentlemen, it is like 38 degrees in the Netherlands right now. It is hot something awful. And oh man, the new planets look so much better than these. You know what, for the next version, I will pop in the next shaders. Or for the next playthrough, I mean. The next time we start the game, the next recording session. I will pop in the new shaders and with the new planet models. Since as it turns out, the atmosphere particles, they're really not as good as the new ones, are they? The new planets don't even use particles. In fact, they are pretty much the simplest versions of the planets we have ever used, but they are also the best looking. Along with the new PBR planet shaders, it is an absolute pleasure to work with them. To see them in the game. Again, the new shaders do need a little bit of map lighting updating, but
At your command. Moving out.
I think we can do without that for now. Even if it may look a little subpar, and there are definitely some parts of the game that will look subpar with that.
Weapons charged. Moving to coordinates.
But, I mean, for the planets alone, it's so much better. And for the fact that these lines are gone. These lines are quite annoying.
Ready
I
for
thought
battle.
I managed to get rid of them fully, but
Frequency open.
I'm afraid I failed in that.
Ready.
Alright, these guys are
Heading
absolutely
out.
suicidal. Maybe I should
All
keep
out.
them back. But I do
Frigate
kind of want these
responding.
guys in support positions so I can use the repair drones and, of course, the
Vectors set.
starfighter screening of the corvettes. Alright, I don't think we're going to be able to use these.
Reporting
They're too
in.
close to the enemy station.
Ready for action.
Plan for now is to bomb them from long range
There they are. Blast them.
with our quad turbo laser batteries. Those.
Ready for duty.
Alright, they do have one acclimator situated right there, but I think it is out of firing range. We, however, with our long range guns, are very much in fire range.
Tossing cruiser
Frigate
reporting.
standing by. Roger that.
Right, let's get these guys in.
Target sighted.
Overcharge is active, and let's go do some damage.
Form up.
You know, with the fire rate increase, these guys look even better. However, I don't think the fire rate increase is balanced with the new... with the community challenge, so we can't quite use those updated fast clicking. But I can tell you it looks
Awaiting orders.
quite good.
Attack. Copy.
Now, of course,
Heading
larger cruisers like
I
these
copy.
in the gameplay overhaul are a lot more sturdy. They have double the HP. I know the descriptions are still saying that they have the same amount of shield points and hit points, but trust me, it has been doubled for these units. And of course, build cost is also doubled. Population cap has also been increased quite substantially. And
Open
okay,
fire.
one of these should be able to
Awaiting
take one of these. Acclimators and dreadnoughts are really light cruisers. Now, acclimators, of course, are
Yes, come on.
quite effective assault ships with their torpedoes. However, the Procrussator is a far heavier assault unit,
Holding fire for maximum effect. All out.
boosting a substantial amount of firepower. What's that dreadnought gun? Oh, it's right there.
Let's move out.
Well, I mean, we're currently targeting, so
maximum
let's open
firepower.
fire. By the way, Chad, what do you guys think about the new turbo laser projectile so far? So glad we won't have those damn atmosphere lines anymore. Yeah, me too, man. The atmosphere lines were really annoying. It was my biggest gripe with the particles. Aside from the fact that they... I mean, they were better than anything I've tried before, but they're still not great. The new ones are, or rather, the new atmosphere effects are far superior. Nah, I'm just a whining bitch. Do what you want for your content. Like I said, I can watch the stream only on holidays or weekends, so I'm not the best source of feedback. Well, no, I don't mean to discount people just for that. At all. I mean, I've been saying for a long time that I want to make content you guys want to watch, and you guys want to watch more streams, or if you guys can watch the streams more readily than the YouTube content, then, well, we'll stream more.
Ready. The missile launchers are the primary target.
It's no fun being a content creator if no one's watching your shit.
Cruiser reporting.
So I'll happily make some changes based on you guys' preference.
Cannons armed.
And I mean, you guys are the regulars,
Cruiser
so
here.
you should have a say in
Let's
what
go.
happens.
Gunship reporting.
Where the hell are those? Wow, that dreadnought's really...
Construction complete.
I don't know how he managed to sneak up like that, but he did.
Batteries online.
Oh, here you can see how much longer ships last, by the way. I mean, this acclimator has been getting pounded for a long time. Now, given most of the turbo lasers are currently missing their shots, but still. As you can see, health goes down a lot less fast. Gameplay is a lot more drawn out. You have a lot more time to make tactical decisions, get you out of there. You do not have increased HP. You need to run. I was gonna go for that, but now there's an acclimator.
Yes, sir.
Beginning
At your
construction.
command. Direct fire at their laser cannons.
You also are now able to, with heavy cruisers like this, simply run past the enemy if you are fast enough. And the enemy, of course, doesn't have too much firepower. There's a lot more space for tactical decisions and placement of units and all that. Usually in the old system of 2.0, while it was fairly balanced, if you had a ship out of position and it was against a strong enough enemy fleet, it would just get pounded into oblivion and you would not be able to reposition it. However, with the new system, you will be able to do this, and I must say, I quite like that. Alright, well, I mean, with BS secured, let's move on. The pirates are not going to attack us, thankfully. Now, the rebellion absolutely will, so we gotta get Carl out quickly for that choke point. And also Manan. And maybe Mandalore. No, wait, we don't nearly have the firepower to take Mandalore. Invasion. Right, start, launch, go. Vader.
Invasion commencing.
The enemy
The planet looks so good now, and the space battle looks so much more clear. No, you're right. That's
Choose your
absolutely the
reinforcements.
Wow, that's a lot of dudes. Alright, well, go attack. Oh, they're getting shredded. Oh, right, we do get turrets.
Right away.
That's quite OP. I always thought that the turret locations in Empire at War were a little bit silly.
Where should I go?
Again, we're definitely going to be redoing all of that. The problem with that, with the ground overhaul, is a lot of the maps have to change. Now, thankfully, Bob from the Phoenix Rising mod, which is an excellent mod, which if you have not checked it out yet, you definitely should. He has allowed us to use the Phoenix Rising map, which is great because the Phoenix Rising maps are great.
What is your directive?
Alright, now let's go move.
Construction complete.
We need to capture that, get those.
Follow and fire
Oh.
at will.
Construction complete.
Engaging enemy.
Okay, well, I mean, these are not a whole lot of units, and they're going to need some support, so maybe we should go that way instead.
What?
We should definitely go that way instead. I don't think these guys are going to be able to take this all out by themselves.
sir. Spreading out.
Where's
You
Vader?
may dispense with the pleasantry.
He's right there. He's going to hopefully do some good damage. You need to go there. You guys are doing your thing. Let's go get some of these turrets online.
Yes, sir.
These guys are protected. Oh, get in the bunker.
Yes,
Get in the bunker.
Fire.
Get in the bunker.
Open fire.
You guys, get in the... Shit.
ready to go.
Get in the bunker.
Attack that target.
Please get in the bunker. These guys apparently cannot... Oh, they can get in the bunker. Okay.
Heading out, sir.
Oh, get in there.
Turret constructed.
No, get in there. Do your thing. Thank you.
Unit destroyed.
Ah, and you guys. And you guys can just stand there, I suppose. Stand and
Awaiting
fight.
orders.
Attacking targets.
Construction complete.
Your orders,
I think this
Commander?
guy will be able to do this himself. Hopefully.
Always
Though
ready,
you
sir.
won't. Let's
Right
actually
away.
run you back.
Moving out.
Oh, there's another one.
Unit destroyed.
Affirmative.
All right, now we got the scout walkers coming in. This should go fairly good, or fairly well. English, ladies and gentlemen. I am, of course, the Dutchman, not the Englishman.
At your service.
Oh,
My best.
Pirate mercenary. Get him. Well, these blasters really don't do a whole lot of damage.
Going there now.
I am ready.
So many things I can't wait to change with the ground overhaul. To be entirely honest, I am so glad the ground overhaul is winning the... I was about to say, are you gonna fight? I'm so glad the ground overhaul is winning the poll because there's so much I want to change.
I am ready.
Nah.
Turret constructing.
Not fail.
Who needs anti-air anyway?
You men follow me.
On my way.
Leave nothing
Alright,
behind.
in there.
What is your order?
Now Veers will be able to just take on the pirates by himself, hopefully. I mean, he is in an all-terrain armor transport. Actual model ported by Jedi clone from... I'm not actually sure where he got it from. But of course, he is the one that rigged all the animations and such. Big thanks to him for letting him, or for letting us use the ground assets from the Battlefront Commander mod. Voga, Cass Duran, what is up? Did you guys not move in? Pussies.
Yes, General?
Let's see. Well, I do like the big events like the Community Challenge or multiplayer matches on the weekends and such. Yeah, there has been a shortage of those.
Standing
You know what? Maybe we should start doing those again. Maybe that's the reason people are... well, the support has been going down a bit. Which is okay. I mean, obviously, as a content creator, you have months where the support is a little bit lower, and you have months where it's a little bit higher, and I don't mind that one
Turret
bit.
constructing.
That's how she goes.
All right. Can I assist you? Okay.
I'm here, sir.
Yeah, and maybe the Dark Souls goal was not very conducive to the support. I thought people would love to see me play Dark Souls. Tyler Verda, thank you for the follow and welcome to the live stream.
Construction complete.
What do you mean?
Turret constructing.
See, you can just literally plop this full of turrets and then just mount a defense. It's like turret. It's like, no, it's not turret defense. Tower defense. Like tower defense. What this is. Are you guys alright? We should be doing more of those streams.
Planetary control achieved.
Alright, let's go. Not pump this full of mines. Let's... I mean, it's already such a defensive position. Do we need turbo lasers? I don't think so. We
Building
need production,
under
though.
construction.
And maybe a bit.
Shield generator
I
constructing.
mean, we'll build one of those. I mean, it's one of the few planets we have right now.
Construction complete.
Oh,
Construction
tech level's almost done, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get some more
Tech upgrade
units.
complete.
Alright, we got 2 interdictors. Now, these are one of the 3 we got, so it's not going to be that many. Thrawn we can't use, of course. Oh, yes. Well, the sunset is back.
Orders
Thank
received.
you. That is going to be very useful for tanking. Do we want an interdict? I mean, against the pirates, it is not necessary. Let's get a... Oh, no, wait. Let's get that Starbase over there. They are almost there. We need to hurry.